Copacabana beach in Rio de Janeiro is prepping itself for the New Year celebrations. Lining the sidewalks nearby the popular Brazilian coast are souvenir stands, information kiosks, police cars and first aid booths to welcome tourists and revelers. However, the shadow of COVID-19 looms large as several countries in Latin America reported all-time record cases in the days prior to New Year's Eve. Last year, the traditional New Year's fireworks show happened under unusual social distancing measures, with many Brazilians staying at home following the cancellation of most year-end events due to the pandemic. London's iconic Big Ben was tested ahead of New Year's Eve celebrations. The clock bell in the British Houses of Parliament's Elizabeth Tower was in preparations for ringing in the new year with 12 bongs, which struck at intervals using its temporary mechanism while the clock is being restored. The original Victorian mechanism is expected to replace the temporary electric motor when the 4-year conservation project is finished in spring 2022. Big Ben is due to sound at 12 p.m., 4 p.m., 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 11 p.m. and finally midnight on New Year's Eve. Hundreds of volunteers in California are painting, gluing, snipping and arranging thousands of flowers for the return of the annual Rose Parade on New Year's Day. 43 floats will participate in this year's parade. It was cancelled last year due to the COVID-19 pandemic. In order to work within the pandemic, parade organizers require participants to either provide proof of vaccination or negative COVID-19 tests within a 72-hour window. 91% of participants have been vaccinated as per the organizers. They claim to have also limited the amount of volunteers working to minimize the risk of transmission. All ticket holders for the parade must wear a mask as well. Mexicans headed to a market in the capital city in search of a range of traditional good luck charms for the new year, including herbs to be used in rituals. Stall owners say that the pandemic has had a somewhat contradictory effect on business. Some are staying away due to the economic issues, but many are seeking charms for the new year to wish COVID-19 away. At the top of the sacred hill in Lima, Peruvian shamans, provided with coca leaves, swords and ceramic pots, predicted geopolitical issues which include an end to the conflicts between Russia and the United States. Dressed in traditional costumes, indigenous Andeans in the east coast of Peruvian jungle also feel that the pandemic will continue with new variants. In addition, they took the photograph of the Peruvian soccer team to give it good vibes in the South American qualifiers for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar. A rehearsal of the annual Times Square New Year's Eve ball drop was held in New York City ahead of the December 31st celebration. The event is being conducted in a limited way amid a surge in COVID-19 cases. Only 15,000 spectators will be allowed in the reserved areas, compared to the usual 58,000. China is on high alert against COVID-19 ahead of the New Year holiday. Meanwhile, Xi'an is under lockdown and several New Year's Eve events in other cities have been cancelled as well. Besides this, some provinces have urged restraint in travel during the festive season. China has reported 195 new confirmed COVID-19 cases on the 30th of December. According to a statement by the National Health Commission, 166 of the new infections are locally transmitted. Authorities have barred residents from leaving their housing compounds. and less going out to take COVID-19 tests or attend to essential matters which are approved by the authorities. As daily coronavirus infections in Italy hit new highs, hospital admissions across the country are surging once again due to the new Omicron variant and vaccine hesitancy. The situation of hospitals in Rome has been serious for about a month, with almost 111 beds occupied by infected people in a 120-bed facility. 10% of intensive care beds were occupied by COVID patients on December 17. That number has crept up to 18% in some Italian cities on the past 2 days.